The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Joash Amupitan, has unveiled revised regulations and guidelines for political parties ahead of the 2027 general elections, with emphasis on transparency, accountability, and inclusivity. Speaking at a consultative meeting with political party leaders in Abuja, Amupitan said the 2026 guidelines were developed after a comprehensive review of the 2022 framework in line with provisions of the Electoral Act 2026. He stressed that credible elections begin with transparent party primaries and internal processes.
Therefore, the Commission has concluded a clause-by-clause realignment of our regulations and guidelines to ensure that they are not only legally aligned, but operationally in sync with the new acts. It is our hope that these updated guidelines will foster a more transparent, fair, and equitable electoral landscape for all the stakeholders involved.
Amupitan listed key areas covered by the updated regulations to include party registration and mergers, internal operations, conduct of primaries, campaign activities, among others.
Clear guidelines have been instituted to govern the day-to-day functioning of political parties, ensuring compliance with our laws and promoting accountability. This aims at sanitizing party primaries, which intends to end the era of opaque processes that imposes unpopular candidates, fueling voters' apathy, and a deluge of avoidable litigation.
Responding on behalf of the political parties, Chairman of the Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, Alhaji Yusuf Dantalle, raised concerns over the Electoral Act 2026, describing it as a setback to democratic progress.
IPAC firmly demands that the National Assembly, as a matter of urgency, revisit and amend the Electoral Act 2026. Specifically, the provisions mandating direct primaries must be reconsidered, and the option of direct primaries restored, or indirect primary restored. The choice of candidate selection method remains an internal affair of political parties and must not be subjected to undue legislative interference.
The Council also called on the National Assembly to urgently amend the law to ensure credible conduct of the 2027 general elections.